What's cracking, people? It's your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, representing high-level technicians operating globally and beyond. So listen, today I've got a quick story about how an unsuspecting woman that I knew in the recent past wove a web that totally got me, man. I gotta be honest. I'm honest in my triumphs, but I'm also honest with my challenges that ultimately bring forth lessons that I like to pass down to other guys. So before I go into this, I want to give a shout out to all of my Ghanaian brothers. Real quick, because going into this particular story, yes, I do speak some Tree, but going into this story, it's about an attractive Ghanaian woman who I knew through a gym that I used to attend. We'll call her Ruthie for the sake of this story. And as always, you know, gentlemen, I like to first set the scene and present a photo example of what she looked like. Of course, I'm not going to give you a photo of her, but I'm going to give you an example of what she looks like. And I want to describe what her physical attributes were at the time. So, first of all, she was a 24-year-old dark chocolate, beautiful woman with almond-shaped eyes. I would say she's a 7. I would say she was an adjustable 7. She was a former soccer player. I would say NCAA level soccer player. She's about 5'6", had an athletic body. Mind you, I encountered this young lady at my gym, and anybody who knows me knows that gym is my tabernacle. All right, let's be honest, okay? At this point, let's just be clear. Gym is my sanctuary. That's where I go to lay my sacrifices down at the altar of gains. As a matter of fact, I want my people to repeat this quick prayer for me. All right. Every time you go to the gym, I want you to say this affirmation. All right, you ready? Thank you, Almighty, for these gains that I'm about to receive, and in the name of gains, amen. Say it one more time. Thank you, Almighty, for these gains that I'm about to receive, and in the name of gains, amen. All right? That's copywritten. Go ahead and use it, but don't try to sell it because, you know, I'm coming for that paper. Anyway, to get back to the story. So, going to this gym, you know, enjoy myself, doing my thing, and every now and again, Ruthie would pop out of nowhere, seemingly. And from time to time, you know, we would have these very short, very casual conversations about exercise methods, fitness, work-life balance, etc. Now, this went on for about 4 months. So keep in mind that she put in time. She put in work. She was analyzing, observing, trying to see, you know, what would work, what wouldn't work as far as keeping my attention. And then we got on the subject of Africa. And when she saw the light in my mind go off, she knew that she had found that inroad. Every conversation beyond that point was about Ghana, you know, geopolitical happenings, climate, and culture. So one day she felt that the web had been laid out well enough, and it was time to set it off, okay? This is because I wasn't going to ask her out. Let's be clear. I'm in my sanctuary. I'm working out. You know, I'll stop and have casual conversation in between sets and reps. I'll even work in with the person. But my focus is on those gains. I'm just going to be 1,000% with you. And as a personal trainer, there's a level of professionalism that comes to that. You know, we get offers, we get proposition, we get, you know, asked out a lot, and it's really about that paper. If you're true to the game as far as personal training and being about your goals and your gains, you're not gonna acquiesce to those unless it's exceptional. Let me be real. Y'all heard the story about Twin. You know, I still see Twin from now and again, and you know, everything is everything. But for the most part, I'm there on my gains, on my mission. So I'm not going to ask people out. And I did not ask her out. I did not ask Ruthie out. So she figured, she'd lay this web out. She'd get my attention slowly but surely, build up this, camaraderie and everything like that. And then she felt it was time to set it off, okay? She put out there that her sister was getting married. She was moving to Accra. They were going to have this going away party. All right, cool, dope, I'm down. So fast forward, I get to the venue. I walked in and I looked around, and honestly, I had to walk back outside to make sure I was at the right place. I'm like, dang, where's everybody at? I didn't see anybody. So I go back in, and it's Ruthie sitting by herself in a little booth. She had on this nice skirt. Her hair was done, had earrings on, nails were done. She's wearing these heels. And my unknowing ass, unsuspecting ass was like, at the San Sista, what is everyone? I'm kidding. I was just like, dang, ain't nobody here. What's going on? Gentlemen, basically, it was game, set, and match. Now, she had to come clean and let me know, it wasn't really a going away party. It's great to see you. How about we just have, a meal and get some drinks? And then I was like, wait a minute. I was still trying to wrap my head around what happened. It was like, how did she do this thing? And now I'm here. Wait a minute. Guys, if you're a select man, if you're ASP, USP, I mean, has this ever happened to you? I mean, honestly, we think that we're, the high level super players or whatever, but we don't hold a candle to a determined woman. I think other content creators have pointed this out in their uploads, but we think as men who, have a lot of time in the game, have a lot of scenarios and situations in the game, that we know all the angles. Nope, we do not. Women are constantly observing us. Women are constantly figuring out ways to make an inroad. And this goes in alignment with the being balanced, right? And this thing called game. Being balanced about whether or not you approach women or you set yourself up to be approached. Even if you're not in a space where you're setting yourself up to be approached, if you are on your game, if you're about progress, if you're about results, those things will come to you. Trust me, let this be an example of how, all those things, those results, the women, the positions, the opportunities, they will open themselves up to you and come to you. So it's both, approach and making yourself available to be approached. So, but at the end of the day, I was surprised to find out that Ruthie was actually a virgin. I won't get into all those details, but I'll just say that we frolicked around for some time before, of course, she wanted marriage. She put it out there, and we settled things and parted ways accordingly. Very cordial, very nice. But the moral to this story is, at the end of the day, even a select man, a high value man, an ASP, a USP, and an MTU, which is Master of the Universe, can be woven into a woman's web if you're not careful. And as always, this is your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, saying stay sharp and mission focused. Later.